alive, keeping their teammates healthy. Hale, and right now it's going to be Boston Uprising lookalike. Yes, they will pick up the point first. So some percentage gain for them, and it's on Philadelphia rather to reset now and get back into this fight.
An extremely patient first fight for Boston. They gave up a lot of percentage. They weren't worried about it. They were dropping bodies down. They were getting in the correct positions that they wanted. Then they got a couple kills. This is kind of Boston style. Be methodical. Don't make rash decisions. Everybody play together as a unit and we'll be fine.
Collapse there, but it is going to be the focus on EQO here. Mistakes more than happy to take this duel. No way for him to get out, and Mango the one to find the headshot. Okay. Still, Mistake's going to be happy about that. Nothing really here to stop him from pushing forward, although getting hit by a Venom Mine reveals him to Carpe. Not going to change, not going to matter, as his team are there to work with him.
Really nice chase there as well. The Venom Mine didn't really matter. The rest of his team was already getting the kills on their counter.
Boombox wouldn't be bad either. And well, there you go, forcing the trance. Striker wins the duel versus Carpe, though, with the headshot. It's looking like they're going to have to back off. Not happy about that after committing the trance into this fight. Now they need to back up Sato. Sato trying to get back over here to stick with his team. Trying to salvage something here, Philadelphia Fusion, waiting for Carpe to get back into this. And yes, he will get rezzed up by Neptuno. But now we're up to 80% here for Boston Uprising on the point.
They've committed to this fight without committing to it, and that's a problem because they only really have one last fight because of the percentages you just mentioned. 90% here. Now they lose even more people. A half-hearted attempt at retaking the point will end up costing Philadelphia this first stage unless a miracle. So you got the opposing Widow, knock some heads right there. So now we've got a Hanzo McCree against a Farah Hanzo. All right, these are kind of interesting compositions. We'll see how they work against each other.
Oh, I'm excited because now you've got two answers perhaps for the Farah. Could get some shots through. A lot of this is going to be riding on Striker and there's Mistakes who's going to be playing the hit scan. This is all over the place here for Boston, but they are showing how versatile they can be. And that's a big kill. Striker with the headshot on Neptuno. No mercy here for Philadelphia Fusion. Their DPS have to come up with big kills now of their own.
Just picture perfect Hanzo play there, using all the abilities to the maximum capabilities, using the Sonic Arrow to find where they are, then using the Storm Arrow to finish off those kills. They're just going to leap about with the mobility. And now contesting on the point, Philadelphia Fusion is running a bigger tank composition with Zarya and Reinhardt. But Boston with control.
That was such a dirty halt right into the pit as well. Sato and Hoppa got to take the long way around, but a great dragon to force Boston Uprising out of position. Striker dies. Gamsu didn't have much health to work with either. And now he's just going to get a hammer to the face. Get out. Sato running him over bodily. And there we have it. Philadelphia Fusion flipping the point at 35% for Boston.
Nice retake that we're going to bring EQO back to life. It's really important to actually have your Pharah in this situation so that you can start sending damage over the top where they can't really touch you. They can't really contest it. You get a lot of free rockets in, and of course that lets you build up your barrage as fast as possible. EQO just so happens has that barrage, but Hotba doesn't have his Graviton Surge. It's one of the best ultimate combinations in all of Overwatch. Lock him down and then kill him with all the rockets, but Hotba's a long ways away. EQO might just fire this off anyway.
Yeah, exactly, because he can generate it fairly quickly. So, looking for the knockback, not quite going to find it, unfortunately for him. Mistakes able to dodge it. The Mistakes with the Deadeye up would just love exactly to get an instant here to lay some damage into EQO. Gets given the chance, boom, drops EQO low. We will get a kill on Sato as well. This fight now shaping up nicely here for Boston Uprising. Can they make use of their ults to capitalize as Striker gets traded and Neptuno bringing Sato back to life? It could be the flip point here for Philadelphia Fusion.
So that resurrection just used on Sato means that EQO's death will be permanent for the moment, but they're just going to make sure that they continue to win this bit.
All right, decent energy. There's the grab, straight into the wall. Instant melts onto Note, gets deleted. Nako not able to get the trance off in time there to save it, so that's a bit of a wasted ult for him. Overcharger getting thrown in by Gamsu as well, the Supercharger rather, the Bongos. And well, right now, Boston not quite getting the value. Sato hanging on by a thread, but with the bubble, he'll stay alive. Not the same here for EQO.
Dueling dragons on the point, double dragon back into the video game world again. They are going to get a couple of kills. They tried to get away from this by dropping into the hole. They did not. Now this one is just scrappy, and that's how Philly likes it. Valkyrie online for Neptuno. He pops it immediately.
Shattered, not finding a target there for Sato, and we will get Striker. So he's out of the fight here. Boston Uprising, they're losing bodies. Gamsu overwhelmed, no more barriers to hide behind, and then it just falls apart from there. Boston Uprising now on the edge of getting run out of the second point. Philadelphia Fusion, there it is.
Just good positioning, out of harm's way, getting the discords on, hitting shots, and then deals with the threat on his own. You're going to see Pharah and Mercy on both sides of this. It's just what this stage has always been on Oasis. The variant here is that Striker for Boston is on the Widowmaker. That should be able to help out in this Widow duel. Carpe's on the ground on the Tracer of all things. So interesting little wrinkles in these compositions.
Carpe still kind of flanking right now, looking for an angle, looking for somebody to get out of position here. And there it is. Nego with the pick on EQO. Got a little bit of a helping hand from Mistakes with the rocket. And so Boston Uprising with an edge going into this fight, the initial one. And if they can get control of this point, that'll set them up nicely here to take the lead. So they start getting percentage on it, and it's on Philadelphia Fusion now.
Striker, the moment he notices he's not in a Widow duel and there's a Tracer on the ground, will go to one of the newer heroes in Brigitte here, able to completely shut down Tracers, stuns, bashes, healing all over the place, good control. It's a smart switch from Boston, noticing the composition, and Carpe notices and counter switches. Now he's on a Widowmaker instead, so...
Yeah, that means that Mistakes is going to have to be a little bit careful here. There might be an opening for Carpe to catch Mistakes unawares, where Mistakes isn't quite sure, isn't aware that the swap has been made. Well, now they know. Nego's dead. Kellick's looking like he'll be able to get back in position to res that up, though. And yep, that hit, but that's going to cost Mistakes his life as Carpe, damage boosted, takes him out of the sky.
Mistakes will be down there. There is a Valkyrie popped from Neptuno, but Sato still will fall. Kellick's popped his Valkyrie as well. So much healing on the point from Striker as he's bashing away, giving all the heals to his teams, and everyone's popping ultimates.
Oh, just bold plays coming through there from Neptuno, getting the res off in the middle of the chaos. EQO commits and finds the best target possible. Mercy is dead for Boston Uprising. Man advantage and a healer advantage now as well for Philadelphia Fusion. 60% and counting for Boston, but that's pretty much looking like Philadelphia now have an opening, but it's not happening. They aren't able to capitalize. Gamsu takes on Neptuno in turn.
Oasis in general, and this stage in particular, are insanely difficult to retake back once you have lost it. It's so hard to completely evict a team off the point and take it back. Sato's making his best effort.
They're going to win this fight and take it. As far as Philly are concerned now, it's their job to hold as Boston Uprising are trying to set up for the play. Mistakes has got Barrage online. And yep, sure enough, doesn't wait for it. Perfectly done. Neptuno and EQO dead. Boston Uprising setting themselves up here to get into this series in a real way.
That's a map-winning Barrage right there. Takes down the Pharmacy on the other side. Pharah and Mercy both down in that fight. And Mercy down being the more important part of it. Going to be difficult for them to get back in here with any sort of good fighting force. Sato's going to be the one to try to get on there, but he doesn't have Primal Rage. Should be at least one more fight, because they're only at 85%. They will be able to touch the point here.
Yes, they will, but like you said, lacking some tools perhaps, unless EQO can come up with a magic barrage of his own. He's really got that online. Gamsu getting caught in a room. That's no fun, but Boombox, that's the Tracer, or I mean, that's the Transcendence Forest. Keeps Sato alive. We lose EQO in the mix, however, as Kellick's is the one to find the kill on him. And now Boston Uprising, they've set themselves up. Can they lock it down here and tie up this series? 1-1. Sato cut off from the rest of his team, eliminated. And this is looking good here for Boston. Can they hold on?